Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host JCV, and let's get to it. So I posted a video about what I'm excited for Taylor Swift's Speak Now, her version. Um, I was excited. I just finished listening to the whole album again. Of course, Speak Now Taylor's version came with 22 tracks. I believe 6 of them were brand new or re-recorded from the vault, well, brand new, and the rest of them were from the original album, Speak Now. So yeah, it's out. It's I'm I was excited to hear it, and I heard, I just listened to it one time, and I think that overall, if I'm just comparing, well, I'll talk about that later. Overall review, but um, I'm just excited to be able to hear all of these songs, and I just think that I don't know. I just feel like Taylor Swift did an amazing job re-recording these. Of course, you could tell the difference uh, in her voice, how obviously or aged through time. So I know for it's not going to be exactly alike, but I'm comparing to the original when it comes to instrumental, her vocals, and in this case, first time ever, her change of lyrics, specifically in one song, which we'll get to it. So, the first song that we have that I'm comparing to the first album, to the original album, or the stolen album, as many of Swifties will call it, is Mine. I think Mine, vocally and instrumentally, it you could tell the difference. I could tell the difference. Reading my notes so I don't forget what I'm supposed to say. Um, I could tell the difference, especially when it comes to the instrumental. I feel like it's more of a the original has more instruments, or like certain instruments are more noticeable and makes the song feel like in a sense fuller. I don't know if that's the right word, or just makes it seem more like more complete in a way. The Taylor's version is there's like when I first listened to it, I know there's like instruments that it's missing, like something is missing, and I feel like it's certain instruments are not predominant in this version as opposed to the original version. So I'm like, I could tell the difference. Obviously, besides the difference in the age of her vocals, instrumental wise, I could tell the difference. And I don't know, I prefer the original. I don't. It's that song. It's one of those songs that I would mind to hear Taylor's version. So I will prefer the original version. I think the original version has more a fulfillment feeling compared to Taylor's version. And I don't know. I just feel like it's more. I don't know. I just feel like it's more. It has that, like that feeling of completion, and I don't know. I just feel like, yeah. So I just prefer the original. I think the Taylor's version is too different for me, for my liking, and I think that I yeah, I prefer the original. Yeah. We're going to number 2 that I originally liked, Sparks Fly. Sparks Fly. I forgot the lyrics. Anyways, so this one of the songs that I feel like it sounds pretty similar to the original. I wouldn't mind either version. Uh, I wouldn't mind hearing this version. For me, it was one of the like first songs that I thought it had the closest to the it had the closest to the original, like the instrumental wise and vocally she sounded like, almost exactly the as the original. I think this is one of the songs that I'm like, okay, I if I heard it on the radio or if I heard it whatever, I would be like, couldn't tell the difference. The original versus Taylor's version. So yeah, this is one of the songs that I think that I wouldn't tell the difference. When I first heard it, I was like, I had to really not focus. Well, yeah, I had to focus into like, okay, this is the newer version. And obviously, when I was hearing all of these versions, I was comparing either or. And there's like a helicopter. I don't know why there's a helicopter, but whatever. Please don't be the Swifties coming for me. But yeah, this is one of the songs that I'm just like, when I was comparing, I was like, okay, this sounds pretty similar to the original. So yeah, I wouldn't mind hearing this version if it comes up. It's one of the songs that I'm just like, either or is fine for me. And yeah, I mean, first song that I can barely tell the difference. Obviously, once I focus, I'm like, okay, I can hear some instrumentals more noticeable than the original, and also the voice, but vocally and instrumentally, they're basically the same. So there you go. Now we're gonna go to Speak Now, my third song that I love, that I originally listened to and enjoy listening to from, I don't know what I'm doing. The third song that I love from Speak Now, it's, I remember specifically Speak Now. I could tell the difference between the original and this version, the Taylor's version. There's some parts where I'm like, especially the instrumental wise, I'm just like, oh, girl, no. Like, it's, I could tell. Another song, this is the second song that I can tell the difference. Right away, as soon as, like, the song starts, I can tell the difference. And it's something that I'm just like, I don't know, I like to listen, I guess I listen to these songs so many times that I'm just like, okay, I can tell the difference right away. Opposed to Sparks Fly, it took me like a bit to like notice any difference between those two songs, but Speak Now was another song that as soon as it started playing, I'm like, okay, I can tell the difference. Definitely this is one of the songs that I would prefer to hear the original. I just don't think it holds, and yeah, so I prefer the original. The fourth song is Mean. Mean is the fourth song from Speak Now that I like. And Mean sounds very close to the original. This is the second song from the album that I think sounds very from the songs that I like, that sounds very close to the original. I feel like again, either or version, I will listen to it. Obviously, I feel like I could tell the difference between the instrumental, like in the Taylor's version, I could hear like differences in the instrumental, but like that's if I like focus. But yeah, I just feel like the original and Taylor's version are similar, but I could tell the difference between the instrumental, but it's close enough for me where I'm like, okay, I wouldn't mind listening to it. Like, It's one of the songs that I'm like, that I had a lot on repeat because when I was in high school, you know, a lot of people were not mean to me in high school, but like it brought up memories when people were mean in elementary school. So it's one of those songs that I know that I definitely heard a lot, and I know I heard a lot, and you know, but I was surprised that this is one of the songs that I'm like, okay, I can't tell the difference until I focus, and I'm like, okay, now I can tell. But yeah, this is one of the songs that, second song that I don't mind hearing either or version. So there you go. So far, two, I prefer the original, which is Mine and Speak Now, and Sparks Fly and Mean are two songs that I don't mind listening to either or. Okay, so fifth song is Never Grow Up. Fifth song from Speak Now that I like is Never Grow Up. Never Grow Up, Never Grow Up is one of the songs that hit hard to me because it's one of those, when I first heard the song originally back in the day when Speaking Out came, it reminded me a lot of my little brother, and it's one of the songs that he was literally so young, literally a child. So hearing this song again and hearing how instrumentally it literally sounds almost exactly the same as the original, but you could tell Taylor's voice, the matureness in her voice, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy because when you hear the original, you could tell her voice is when she was younger, and you could tell it was more it was more, you know, more teenagey. I don't even know if that's a real word. But it sounded more like it sounded way younger, and it's crazy because the whole purpose of the song is like never grow up, and you know, and you hear the original when she was younger, and now when she's like 33 releasing the her version, it's like, it's crazy. It's like never grew up, and yet she grew up, and everyone grows up, and it's hard because I remember my little brother when he was little and hearing that song, and now that I'm older and I see him way older, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is freaking crazy. Like, one of the songs that hits hard, really, really hits hard, and I'm just like, damn, like, this is crazy. This is one of the songs that hit me hard when I heard it the first time, Taylor's version, and I'm just like, what throws me off, and you can hear like this song sounds close to the original, but you can hear her like the matureness. Her voice is very mature, and you're like, well, I'm like, wow, I literally can. It's crazy. It's like never grow up, and yet look, we're all grown up. We all changed. We're getting older, and just it hits hard. It hits hard because you start getting this nostalgic feeling, and you know, flashbacks, you know, of how when you heard the song the first time, and you know, it just the connection is crazy, and you hear it again, and it's just like, so yeah. Never Grew Up is a third song that it sounds similar to the original, and I wouldn't mind hearing either or, and it's hard. This song still holds up. Still holds up. Still holds up. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Now we're gonna go to number 6. The 6th song from Speak Now that I originally liked, and it's Enchanted. Give me a second. Just give me a second. let me cool off a bit because I'm a rant. Just give me a sec. Okay. Back. Enchanted. Enchanted is one of the songs that I was very excited to hear. My previous videos, I was very excited. I was one of the songs that I was excited for was Enchanted. Was this song? One of the songs that I wanted to hear again and hear. I had a lot of expectations for this song. I know it's a re-recorded version. Of course, it's not going to be exactly the same as the original. That's the whole point, because it's re-recorded. I get it. But as soon as I started playing this song, I was like, nope. There's instrumentally, there's so many different differences, and I just cannot get past that. So many differences in the instrumentals, and I'm like, in the other songs, like Mine and Speak Now, you could tell the differences. It takes a bit of a while. It sounds different, but it sounds, almost like, it sounds different from the original, but there are parts that sound almost exactly as the original. But Enchanted, it doesn't hold up. It doesn't. I was so disappointed. You could tell the difference, the way that the instruments are put together, and especially the instruments. So obviously her voice, it's gonna sound different, but there were other songs in the album like Sparks Fly and Mean that sound pretty close, and Never Grow Up, that sound pretty close to the original, and I'm like, okay, but Enchanted completely sounds way different from the original. Way different. It instrumentally, vocally, I know vocally that's obviously, she's older now and her voice is not going to be as what it was when she was younger, but instrumentally, oh my god, I can't. I just can't. I can't. Definitely gonna hear the original. I can't with the re-recorded or Taylor's version. I just can't with this version. I'm gonna keep the original. I was so disappointed. I love Taylor, but I was so disappointed. It doesn't hold up. It literally does not hold up, and I was so disappointed. And this is the third song that it doesn't hold up, and I'm upset. Especially the song. I had so many high expectations, and now I'm just like, or no, what is going on? I'm upset. I can't with it, but you know what? It's Taylor's version, and I'm just gonna hear the original. Sorry, Taylor. I just can't with this version. I can't. And unfortunately, this is not the only song. Because the next song, number 7, Better Than Revenge. Another song that I'm upset. Better Than Revenge. Is this like a revenge from Taylor Swift getting back at her 18-year-old self for writing this kind of because she changed the lyrics now that she's 33, now that she's older? She's like, hell no to those anti-feminist lyrics. Better Than Revenge. Another song that I can tell the difference instrumentally, vocally, how the vocals are rearranged. I just and the lyrics. Oh God, no, the lyrics. The lyrics. I love the original version. How, she was it gave this edgy kind of side of Taylor Swift, and I get it. It's very misogynist. I can't even say that word. See, I can't even say that word. Um, the original lyrics were very not anti-woman or anything like that, but it was very how would I say it? Very slut shaming. Very against the woman because she's the one who got in the way of the guy between the relationship or whatever. Um, it just that's what I feel like. That's why she changed the lyrics, because yes, if you hear it, it's very, very not nice to the woman. Because it's like, yo, it's the woman's fault for getting in between, blah blah. I get it, but it gave this sort of like an original, not an original, but like it gave like a true self how she actually meant or felt in that time. I think that she could have just kept the lyrics, because she shouldn't have changed the lyric, because I just felt like, at the time when she wrote the song, that's how she felt, and you know, it it's not it's not offending anyone, and when we get it, she was just, um, she was very, she was just expressing herself, and this is one of the lyrics that I'm like, you shouldn't have changed it. We get it, what you meant. We know that you changed differently, that you think differently, and that we get it, and it's, all good and whatnot. Um, but she should have kept it. I honestly, like, especially literally another song that I'm like, it didn't help that, the vocal rearrangement was not on point compared to the original. The instrumental, another one that I'm like, wasn't on point, and now you change the lyric just because it's very not pro woman or stuff like that. It's not even like that. It's just, it's just a word that, basically slut shaming a woman, and it's like basically blaming the woman. Like, we get it. That's, not okay, and we get, that's how you felt when you were younger, but you didn't have to change it, girl. You didn't have to change it. Like, why? Like, now that I hear the original, I'm just like, no. I was not even gonna hear the Taylor's version, not the original. Sorry. Now that we hear this version, Taylor's version, I'm like, no. Vocally, no. Instrumentally, no. And now lyrically, it's just a no for me. This is another song that I think that doesn't hit. It doesn't hold up. I'm definitely listening to the original. Yes, I get it. It's very misogynist. I can't even say that word. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Ah, there you go. Misogynistic. Clearly, I don't know how to say that word. Misogynist. Oh my god, misogynistic, whatever. Very against women and whatnot, and I get it. I think a lot of people get it. I'm sweating because I'm like livid right now. No, I'm playing, but I'm just upset that she changed the lyrics. She should have just kept the original. Now I'm trying to go back. Okay, yeah. So she should have just kept the original. We all know that how different times, different ways of thinking. You know, as long as you don't think like that now, it's all fine. Blah blah blah. But like, girl, no, you should have kept it. This is another song, you know, that I'm just like, no, you should have just no. I'm not gonna hear this version, her version. I'm gonna hear the original, and you know, that's just my opinion. People, come on, don't get mad at other people if they don't think like you. Just let's all learn to live with that. And sometimes it just, you know, it hurts, and sometimes it just sucks that people don't, um, you know, there's different opinions, and come on, it's just a song. It's, I don't know, I'm just, whatever. That's not for me. This song is not for me. This is like what? 1, 2, 3. This is the 5th song from the original songs that I liked that it's not hitting. It's not hitting. It's not. It's not. It's not. But let's go to the number 8th song that I originally liked from Speak Now. And it's called Hunted. Again, this is like Better Than Revenge and Enchanted. These Better Than Enchanted, Better Than Revenge, and Hunted were like the 3 songs that I originally loved, and I loved them so much, and was so excited to hear this version, Taylor's version. Literally, I had so high expectations. I literally had such like literally like high expectations. I'm disappointed. The 3 most songs that I was expecting so much from are literally the songs that I'm the most disappointed. Better Than Revenge. See, I'm still with Better Than Revenge. Still salty about that. Haunted was another song that I could definitely tell the difference. The voice and the instrumental, especially the instrumental, definitely didn't hold up. When I was comparing also this song, Taylor's version and the original version, I'm like, nope, I can't. I prefer Haunted. Haunted sounded more very, more like, it gave more of a this feeling of like feeling lost and hopeless, and not hopeless, like this feeling of like despair. Yeah, despair, lost. Just, it had a feeling of like, yeah, like something's missing, like transparent. I don't know. Just, if it had a feeling that now cannot that Taylor's version did not replicate. My God, English again. You know, just like how Enchanted, I felt like the Taylor's version was missing the magical feeling that the original had. Like Enchanted had like this magic feeling of like like a hopeless romantic, and just had this magic ingredient to that song. And I compared to Taylor's version, and I'm just like, no, the original had that, and now Taylor's version is missing that magical feeling. Better Than Revenge had the spicy, the edgy kind of Taylor Swift essence, and now it's missing. It's more like more of a, I don't know, like more of like a proper way to like diss someone, when, you know, the original was more like of a, I don't give a F. You know, I'm gonna say whatever comes to my mind, and now it's more like a constructive criticism version. That's how I see Better Than Revenge, a constructive criticism version, and didn't hold up. And now with Hunted, you know, Haunted is Taylor's version is very, it feels like something's missing. It feels like it's missing what the original version has, which is like this feeling of like, you know, never getting over someone, that you just see the ghost of them, or like you just you know, you're just haunted by these feelings of like, you know, like of losing something or losing someone, of like, you know, despair, like you're thinking you're not gonna get over it, and that's what the original had. Like the original had like more meaning to it, like the way that she was singing and the instrumental like add that feeling to the original. And now Taylor's version is missing that, you know, the way that the vocals rearranged and how the instrumentals were also rearranged, it's just missing that, and I cannot listen to this version. I cannot. So, you know, unfortunately, this is another song. This is like what, the fifth song that I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is the fifth song that unfortunately I can tell the difference. Disappointed, upset, but I guess this is the song that I do mind. One of the songs that I do mind hearing Taylor's version, and I would just prefer to hear the original. And I think, you know, that's a fair point. Sorry about that. My phone died. So, like I was saying, I give this album, out of 10, I give it 5 out of 10. Just because, from the eight songs that I originally liked from her, the original album, 5 of them I didn't like. Her versions I didn't like. I think that, you know, I just, it, those 5 songs are not for me. Or not, I wouldn't hear her version, you know, so that's why I give it 5 out of 10, but not really, because I will give it 10 out of 10 because I like all of the songs, but you know, whatever, because of the difference between versions, that's like whatever. So, oh my god, I literally didn't even fix my hair. Ew. Oh my god, what am I doing? I should just continue because why not? Anyways, my line is weirded. Anyways, so like I was saying, I just want to give, you know, 5 out of 10, just because 5 of the songs I didn't like. But overall, her album cover, I prefer her version is way better. I really like it, and it's very enjoyable. I love it, and I think it's very fun that she, you know, did a new photo shoot, and I think, I don't know, I just love it. I love it. I love it. I like this version. Oh my god, sorry, my hair's still bothering me. This version, and it's the. But yeah, I mean, now we're gonna go with the 6 original songs from The Vault. So, from the 6 songs from her Vault that she put on this album, I only like 2. Unfortunately, you know, 4 of those songs were not hitting me, or they were not vibing with me. So I was like, but the 2 songs that I love, or that I like from her album, is I Can Only, I Can See You, and Foolish One. Of those 2, I love I Can See You. That's my favorite song from, you know, those 2 songs. Foolish One is also a good one, but I prefer I Can See You. I really like that. You could, for both songs, you could tell she wrote it back then, and they sound very popish in a way, that's why maybe I like these songs more than the other 4, because the other 4 sound more like very country-ish, or not country-ish, but like more, less poppy, more calmer. I don't know. They were not for me. But these 2 songs, especially I Can See You, is definitely one of the songs that I like from her 6 brand new songs. I would love to hear the original recordings to see the differences between them 2, and see if I like the, you know, the recorded versions but from back then than the re-recorded ones, or Taylor's versions. But yeah, I mean, I think those songs are very good. I really like them, and I think that overall, if I'm basing off you know, these 10 songs that I like from her 22 track album, I give it a an 8 out of 10 based on the songs that I like right now. I give the album 8 out of 10. I think, the cover, the hard work that she put into the songs, like, damn girl, like, I don't know how you do it. The work, the effort, the energy, girl, props to you. Just let alone my constructive criticism. I think you are, such an empowerment person that, it's very touching, not touching, it's very, like, inspiring, knowing that you are willing to take the power and, say, hey, this is my work, I should own it. And props to you, girl. You're doing something that I don't think I would do. But yeah, I mean, overall, this album, Taylor Swift, I think you're doing an amazing job. Keep doing what you're doing. I think that, I want to thank you for giving us, people who enjoy your music, opportunity to listen to your album, the re-recorded versions, and experience a new instruments and new vocals when it comes to songs that you already recorded. And I really appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, that was all. This is a pretty long video and my eyes are red because literally my allergies are killing me. Like, look how red they are. Or maybe I'm just tired. I'm also tired. I'm tired. But anyways, because I literally just listened to this album, so I wanted to do like a reaction to it, like, before I like go to sleep and then have to hear it again. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, Speak Now, Taylor's version. Go listen to it. Compared to the original. Tell me which one you like better. If you agree on the songs, based on the songs that I like. If you agree that if you agree with my opinion. Also, I did give a chance to hear the re-recorded versions of the other songs that I didn't like originally, and I still don't like them. So, just if you wanted to know, which I don't know if you did, but there you go. But yeah, let me know what you think about this album. Leave any comments or questions you have, and I hope you like this video. It's pretty long, I'm pretty boring, so I don't know if you want to just skip it or not. But yeah, thank you so much for listening and for listening and watching my video. And let me know what you think about this album, about Taylor's version of Speak Now. And are you gonna listen to the original, or are you gonna listen to the Taylor's version, or are you gonna listen to both? Well, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you. Stay safe, take care, and just know that, it gets better. Bye! I don't know what I'm doing.